I forgot to turn on the mic again, all right? Sorry about that. Okay, again, good evening, everyone. I'm Calvin from Now and Search. Thank you very much for joining into our session over here. And today we'll be going through the US market intraday trade, and I'm still looking at the right timing to actually move in. Um, Still need to find the right data for it, but I don't find any of the data that I can actually use it because most of the demo account that they have is more of delay data, so I can't actually use it to look into it. Actually I can, but just that it's a bit too difficult for me to take a look into it. Okay, so as you can see, if let's say you join in the very first time, this is what I'm gonna find the right trading strategies for intraday trade for US market, and I'm not going to uh, 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 use the real money yet because right now I'm using the paper trading. Okay, Kingsley, yeah, I just noticed that, so I've already turned on the mic. So hope every one of you are able to hear me right now. From my side here is okay. Okay, so you can see a bit different of my background over here. I'm in the basketball court right now. So since US market, we're gonna do a little bit more about towards the US side, which like the NBA and stuff like that. And of course, if let's say you are joining this very first time, and right now you can see that I'm using TradingView, using paper trading. Okay, the reason is because I'm looking for the right trading strategies to look into it. The reason why I'm doing this live stream is part of it is because I want to record all of my trades, that what are the mistakes, what are the things, so I can study it back. Another thing is that I think that maybe we can actually learn this together in the market to how to set up a strategy, how to enter into a new market, what kind of things that we can actually look into it. Okay, so let's learn this together. So this session, okay, usually I would just do it on Monday, every Monday, unless there is a US public holiday. Like yesterday there was a public holiday for US side, Independence Days, I think. So there's no market, so that's why I shift it into Tuesday. So usually it would just be on Monday. Okay, so of course, if let's say you like this session over here, remember to give us a like, and also you somehow like came across our session, then do like our page, okay, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, okay, so on and off we will have like all these live stream coming up and about the market here. And of course, let me do a bit of sharing before 30 seconds to market open. Okay, this Sunday here I'll be doing a training, a lesson trial, okay, a trial lesson for our operator analysis, mainly for Malaysia market. So if let's say any one of you who are interested to look into how we actually follow the big boys, how we track the big boys transaction data and the price movement, you can actually go to our Facebook page and find out the webinar, the lesson trial lesson details. Okay, so it's at 9:30 a.m. in the morning. So it's approximately about like 2 hours. So there's a bit of a showcase of how what are our what we have in our trading course. Okay, and of course from the Facebook side, if let's say you like us, okay, and you can also give us some stars. Okay, you can click the stars over there, and then give us some reward from that as you know, uh, appreciation. Okay, I don't know how you put it that way, but yeah. Okay, so right now market has already started. So first minute over here is basically nothing much. We will look into it. We are going to look at maybe the second minutes action taken. We will be taking action at probably on the third minute, because we need to wait for the first minute after it done and see what are the price direction it is. Okay, so very simple method I'm using here over here is, as long as the price is actually either close higher than the previous high, or maybe close lower than the previous minute candlestick, then I'm going in for long or short. Okay, so I'm using 1 minute charts over here. If let's say any one of you who just join in and find out of a live session over here. Okay, all right, so let's see. So right now is 30 seconds has passed for the second minutes. So we're going to take a look into it. So it seems like today the market is usually, after so many months of looking into US market, I find that if let's say that day the market, the trend in the morning is going down or maybe going up. Once market open, then they shoot all the way up or maybe go all the way down. So right now we don't see that. So we might have some price of sideways. So if let's say if it's a sideways, then we're gonna apply our sideways strategies from here. Okay, a little bit changes, but it's not so much of changes actually. Okay, so but we still need to look into it first and see how does the thing goes, because up until now we don't see any of the sideways of price movement that we have to look back into with. All right, so news wise is very important. If let's say there are any economic news are very important economic news are coming out the next day or maybe later at maybe like 10 p.m, then basically that market we can't do any day trade because the price will just move up and down, up sideways. Okay, basically sideways, small, very small, tight price movement. So it's hard to make any profit from it. So usually if what I'll do is I'll find out what are the important economics data coming out on which day. So I'm going to set the day that avoid that day. Okay, avoid the day before this economics data are coming out, because usually the economics data come out about like maybe 8:30. Some usually home sales or all those durable goods and stuff is usually comes out at 10. So they will come out like before the market open. Okay, so right now we do see like the price is starting to move up higher. So we are not going to move in anything right now. We're just gonna continue to wait and see how's the which direction are they heading to. Okay, so far right now today our balance here is 20,300. So it does goes down a bit. Previously we was in 21,000. One of the reasons is because a few times that we caught on the important news release, economics news are releasing, so that's why we did a lot of cut loss. And then also another time, which was I think 2 weeks ago. Okay, this is good, so we're going in for a long position for this. Yeah, so the time there's a bit of technical issue. I don't know why suddenly the bandwidth actually start to get very little, so that's why everything just hang from my PC. I think mainly because I found out is because after Windows update to Windows 11, and then I didn't do any restarts, so that's why that's happened. So make sure every time when you want to do any trades in the future, make sure all of these things are done properly first, okay, or else you get losses, especially if let's say you're using real money, then it's very painful. Okay, to me, for this itself is very painful to me. The reason is because I'm taking this very seriously, because I'm not just going to use this paper trading forever. I'm going to I need to find the right trading strategies over here, and I'm not going to use anything like whole overnight and stuff like that, because I don't want to do whole overnight. Because if let's say you do something whole overnight, then I don't think I will sleep well at night. So what I'll do here is that I'll enter, do a quick, you can call it like scalping or maybe day trading, a few minutes, and then I'll get out from it. Okay, so that's how I will actually do my trades. Okay, for the US side, right? I'm not going to do any whole overnight trades or maybe any midterm or long term. Maybe in the future I'm going to look into midterm or maybe long term investment into some of the stocks, which I find that maybe that time all this hot money are going in aggressively into this kind of stocks, then probably I'll look into it. Okay, so those are mainly for midterm, because the financial market is like this. Okay, it's not about like how we retail investor, how overall the market is going to be, how the fundamental it is. It's all about the funds, all this hot money, whether they are going in for the expectation or not. If let's say they are going in, then you push up the price, because the demand actually push the price up higher. So if they are going in, they want people to buy, they'll come into the market, then they will have a lot of stories to talk about it, like saying like, oh, okay, they have very good futures, very good projects coming in, they are going to the Mars, they are sending people to the Mars, okay, they are going to build satellites. Okay, so in the future, like every one of us, we are going to have like very high speed internet connection. Okay, or maybe you put the chips in the human mind, things like that. So these are the ideas that they can sell, because you need to sell this kind of idea. Basically, Coca-Cola, you can't sell this idea that is it like this. Okay, Coca-Cola is still like this. You can't say like, oh, Coca-Cola, they came out with a new recipe that everyone is want to drink, that will consume that, or maybe Coca-Cola can use to actually plant, water your plant and stuff like that, replace something like that. So we can't be that way, right? Okay, so that's why stock market is all about this. Okay, so just to let you guys know that is understand more about the financial market. It's not just like drawing lines and stuff like that. It's not going to work. Okay, so right now we do see here the price is having a retrace. It's very difficult for it to push it up here today. From here, I'll just wait until the market this candlestick close, then I'll just see where the price actually hits. Then I'll just go for a cut loss. But the price is down with a high volume, so usually this actually indicating there's a pause in the price retrace, but it must have a price retrace like this. So I think I'm just gonna continue to hold on to it first. Right, entry, as long as is within this candlestick, I'll just continue to hold on to it, or else I'll just sell it. Okay, so we just wait and see. So right now it's 20 over seconds. Of course, if let's say you have any questions, you can always type it out in the comment section, then I can actually see it and then I will answer you. Okay, and excuse me. Okay, what did I want to say? I can't remember. Yeah, never mind. All right, so today market a little bit funny here. Price down. It's more of the price movement is more of like towards there, so I'm gonna hold on to wait and see. I will only get out if let's say the price go below this level, because this is where my entry, based on this is where I time my entry to move in. So what I mean is close. Okay, it's not like once it hit then I'll just cut loss. No, we need to wait for it to close, which means that this candlestick close lower than that, then I'm just gonna go for an exit. Okay, for cut loss in this case. So one thing is I have addressed this for a very long time, for a few weeks, previous few times, is that for Malaysian market, we are able to find like whether we can actually take the profit here. Okay, we can take the profit fast before it has a retrace. But US market wise, I don't really have the enough data to find this. Okay, so that's why is I can't perfectly time the exit from here. So we just have to see how the price movement, because right now even with the price movement, looking at the volume and the price itself, the price movement is not enough for me to decide or to know whether the big boys, they have the intention to have a retrace or not. So how I see that in Malaysian market is I have the transaction data, how the transaction pattern is like, then I will know like, okay, whether they have the intention to push the price up higher or continue to press the price down lower. But in this case wise, because I'm using a trading view, is can't use that. I even have the thing or swim, just that the thing or swim, the demo version is, I mean the paper trading version is more of 30 minutes late. Okay, it's 30 minutes late, so it's not helpful enough. Okay, so while I'm looking into this, I'm going to have my copy eyes. New candlestick form. So the high volume is actually set up at this point here. So you can see the price are all hit here and then touch move up higher. The reason why I'm using this as the point for me to cut loss or not, or exit at the moment here right now, is because this is the point where it shows that they have the intention to push the price up higher. Okay, so this is where the volume actually comes in. If let's say they have the intention to push the price up higher, they will not. They will maintain the effort that they have already put in from here to push the price up higher. Let me zoom in nearer so we can see it well. Oops. They will maintain the price higher than this level, so it's easier for them to push the price up higher. That's the big boys logic from here. So that's why I set this level. But this is not enough, because you can see that we can secure the profit. We can secure the profit at the higher point here for this retrace, and then re-enter again at this point. But if we always wait until here, it's always like gambling, so we can't really maximize our profit. So when we do any trades, we need to know when is the best timing to exit. Okay, even though we have, especially we are doing day trading over here, we need to know this, like the price is down or what. Or else, if let's say you are holding into this, when the price is going down, it's getting near to this, and then you start to think like, oh, a lot of emotion will actually comes in, and then tell you, like, you ask yourself whether you want to sell, whether you should actually take profit and stuff like that, or cut loss. So all these things will come up. Okay, so this on wise, we have a high volume here. So like I say, the price is moving sideways like this, so I think I'm going to so most likely, let's wait for a while first. High volume, and then it takes a while to rebound. High volume here. So let's see the current candlestick. See whether the price will continue to push up a lot higher or not. So if let's say it's able to push up a lot higher and it's not showing any sign of the one is from here, like price push up and then press it back down lower, then we can continue to hold. If it does, then I'll just take the profit and run. So it does, okay? It does actually have this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the profit, about 46 USD of profit. So from here, then we're just going to wait, because right now is you need to find that know that the current price movement, how is it like? It's always moving sideways like this, so we can't really expect the price to actually move up higher. So probably later they will have the trend to kick in. So right now it doesn't seem like they have the trend to kick in yet. So I won't enter into it first, because I'll just wait for my entry rules, because there's no entry rules yet. Even though right now we know that every time when there's a high volume actually comes in, the price will most likely will have a reversal. But we still need to wait for the right timing for entry, because it might just continue to move up higher. So yeah, same thing. So this is usually after the price that they move a very small movement like this, then when there's one price that is higher than the previous candlestick, then that is where they start to move into one direction. Okay, so we just need to wait for that price to close. So right now we have this is shooting up higher. So maybe some of you might think like, why you sell so early just now? So, or else you can actually get this profit, you know, these kind of things. For what I do is one trade, treat each of the trades separately. Okay, so each of the trade are treated separately, because this, whatever it moves up high, because here it tells us that it's going to might have a reversal. It's not so stable, so we take our profit first. So right now, if let's say they show the sign to actually move in again, then we're gonna move in again. Okay, so this is day trading. All right, so this is what I see from here. Like just now I told you guys, after the small price movement like this, one price up, then usually they will have the price up. Okay, but because this stocks is quite at the high side, okay, so I'm not I might not, because my entry is actually quite high over here, I will use this as the cut loss point if let's say the price goes down lower. Okay, so right now we can see that change again, where usually this one high volume and then they start to form the price down. This high volume then form the price to reverse. This high volume over here, the price didn't goes down, it goes up higher. So which means that uh the the whole price movement has already changed. Okay, so when you do any trades, you need to be very sensitive to all these price movements so that you know how to uh, react to it. So it's all about reacting into the market. Like if you have been following us in the Malaysian market, how we trade in Malaysian market, you will know that we always say like, oh, okay, like the previous month, last month, when the market is bad, so before the market actually turns into really bad, we have already sold everything that we have, okay, and then we have nothing hold in our hand. So we can avoid that. Even though before that we suffer a little bit of losses from there, but it's fine because that's only like very small amount of losses comparing to if you're holding the stocks and goes all the way down, then that's a lot more losses, okay, incurred, right? So it's about the timing. So right now in Malaysia market, we are looking for the right timing to actually re-enter into the market where the rebound comes in, where the big boys are coming back into the market. Okay. But so far right now, we don't see any of the big boys are coming back into the market. Even though KLCI has slightly moved up a little bit, or maybe some of the stocks are moving up slightly. But all these price movement that move up is not because they have demand. I mean, they have small demand comes in. Okay, that's why the price are moving up higher. And of course, at the same time, the selling pressure is not in the market at the moment. So I'm not sure why they are not selling right now. Maybe they think that is a bit too. They have sold a lot of it and nothing to sell anymore. I don't think there's nothing to sell. So we just need to wait for the next right timing. Okay, so that's why we are a bit cautious in the market. So in this kind of market, what we'll do is we'll go in for short term or maybe intraday trade. Okay, look for those stocks that one day price up and then usually the next day the price will goes down. You can find that. Okay, so if you want to know more about the market outlook and how we deal with this, you can tomorrow we'll be having a market recap on our Facebook page as well and also YouTube channel as well. So do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also like our Facebook page so that you get notification on this. So you get to know what is the current market is like, so you can react to it instantly, okay, or change your trading method, or because maybe you are, of course, provided that you need to know how to do short-term trading or intraday trading, mid-term swing, or maybe for the what you call that, the it moved so long, it's still at my what you call that, it's still at my entry price. Okay, so where was I? So right, I'm just gonna cut losses for this. Hey, I didn't wait for this to close first, but never mind. Let's see where it goes first, because this is where the high volume comes in and then the prices start to move a little bit, small fluctuation. So usually just wait for the price, the volume become lesser, okay, not so high volume, and then they will form one way of the price, okay. And looking at the previous price movement like this, seems like pushing up higher is a little bit difficult, okay, so the price might reverse down. Yeah, so if let's say you want to know about the market recap about the Malaysian market, so look into our live stream tomorrow. Okay, I'll be sharing that so you can react to it. So what kind of trading method you can apply into it. If let's say you're a long-term investor, so maybe you think like, oh, right now the price is at the low, so that you're thinking of going in at the low. Basically the market, there's no low. I mean, the market, that always a price land, okay, a price fall. But a lot of investors always use their own expectation or their own thoughts that, okay, previously the price was at maybe about 8 ringgit, so right now down to 4 ringgit, so it's cheap, you know, this kind of ways to think that this stock is worth to enter. So that is not the right way. because you are not the market. You can put your own expectation into it. So that's why this is where we need to learn, okay, how to spot the market. So easiest way is follow the big boys, because they are the one that actually create the demand to push the price up higher, right? So yeah, that is the things that when you enter into market, into a stock market, these are the things that you really need to look into it and find and to know that. Okay, so this is the truth of the stock market. If you do not know how to do this, then it's difficult. Okay, you might get yourself trapped in the market for very bad a lot of time, because you are trading based on your own expectation instead of following the market. So yeah, that's the thing here. Okay, so you will actually find out that is other than the strategies that I'm using over here, the position sizing that I'm using is actually very important, because all of the stock I'm using the maximum of 100 unit here, because I have like account balance of 20,000. So in the future, I'm planning to use just cash account trade within this balance over here. So I don't want to go more than that. So even with like 70 over dollars, I just put in 100. The reason is because the price movement, the price take, how much you make, how much you are going to lose, it's based on how many units that you're entering. Okay, so with the same amount, so I won't get myself exposed into one stocks too much, or maybe into a cheaper stock too much. Like for example, lower price stocks, you might actually enter more. Okay, so let's say enter 1,000 lot. So if let's say goes down one tick, you're losing 1,000. But if let's say this stocks, let's say you're going 100 units, it goes 100 lots, the price goes up one tick, you're making 100. So you minus off total both together, you are still losing money. So that is one of the reasons why a lot of traders or investors, they are still losing money in the market, even though they see some profit in some of their shares, but other side, they're losing because they're exposing too much in penny stocks or maybe into one stocks. So that's why they are not able to balance their risk for their portfolio. Okay, so these are the things that I use for my own, okay, for my own trading period, so that this is how I can actually use it to lower my risk exposure into one stocks. Okay, so treat everything equally. Okay, so I'm doing this for Malaysia market. Same thing, I'm going to do it for US market, because I find this actually is the perfect way that I can use for my trading. Because last time I did the same thing before, more exposure for penny stock, lower exposure for more expensive stocks, or ringgit and above stocks. Okay, so I'm using this to do this. Okay, so 45 seconds. So seems like if let's say this one close here, then I'm gonna cut loss for this. Because there's a high volume here, the price is down, high volume, so usually it's signaling the price is going to have a reversal. Oh no, I clicked the wrong one. The closing position should be this. Okay, so I'm gonna enter for long position here. All right. Stupid trade. Make myself accidentally lose extra from here, 34 and 50. I should have just clicked this close button, right? So this is the technical mistake that we have for doing trading. Because it's faster if let's say I just click here, buy and sell like that. So 46 seconds. Let's see whether this price movement over here hit our cut loss. So this is a long. I'm gonna click the sell. Yes, it is. It does click hit our cut loss. So change it to a short sell. Oh my. Why I'm doing this for a short sell is because I see that this one, the price actually pressed down quite aggressively. So seems like the price is more towards to the downside. So I'll quickly do a short sell from here. So at the moment here, It's very bad. The mistake that I did just now is minus off, so about like 80 over dollars. We are at the loss of 80 over dollars. So let's see how far, which direction is this going to be? Are they going to start the trend right now going into one direction, or they are going to continue to move into a sideways? So we're gonna take a look into it. So 3 seconds to this candlestick to be closed. Okay, so it's continued down. There's no sign of any for our exit, so I'm continuing to hold on to this. Even though they press down, this is actually quite hard for them to press the price down over. And this, the price move up from here, then the price actually goes down to here, so it's more than 40% of the price down. So most likely they are going to show the sign of reversal. It's not going to push up anymore, so it's more like going down. So we continue to hold on to this and see. All right, how far of the profit? Again, day trading, even though if let's say you follow the big boys or you follow the things, or you know, things in the market, sometimes they have to cut losses, so their operation fail also. So it's not always like saying that you are going to make profit from the market. Okay, so you need to expect losses from trading. That's why risk management and position sizing is very important for you to do that. And also I have my own rules for trading. If let's say I lose cut loss like 2 times, then I'll just pause. So right now we did about 3 times right now comparing to just now. So after this, if cut loss, then I'm just gonna stop. Okay, so and the reason to stop is because don't let yourself chase after the profit, because you'll be chasing the profit to cover the losses that you make. Okay, so that is not good for us to look at it. Okay, wow, this is moving up, so I have to cut loss from here. So this is short, so I need to click this buy. All right, cut loss again. So seems like today the market, like I say just now, is moving up down up down up down like this, so it's not really favorable to our trade. So we have done a losses of 140, about $140. Not a good day, but let's pause this and don't do anything. Since the market is moving up and down like this, it's very hard for us to time the exit from there. So let's stay away from it a while first. Okay, maybe later on at night, which I'm sleeping, then one trend of price movement will be coming back. Okay, so that's about it here. Thank you very much. Remember to give us a like and also subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Okay, and if let's say you're watching from Facebook, you can actually give us some stars. All right, help us to reach that. Okay, so yeah, and thank you very much. I'll see you guys again next week on Monday. And if let's say you're joining our market recap for Malaysia market tomorrow, I'll see you there. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
The market.